Calm Burrow. My name is Cheryl and I am so glad you're here. I just want to give a huge thank you to all of you that have been watching my videos, and to those who have liked and subscribed and made comments. I'm just so grateful for that, and it has just been just wonderful to kind of see hopefully maybe a little community beginning here. And your comments have been so inspiring. Thank you so much for the advice that you've given me, and just a little just telling me that you love sewing and what you're doing. So it's great. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. The project that I have been working on this month is the brown pants, those brown linen pants that I had talked about doing in my last video, and I wasn't quite sure if I needed to do them. I decided to do it. I really do need another pair of pants, especially since those, there was some green ones I had that I just haven't been loving. They were ones that I had bought many years ago, and ever since I learned how to sew earlier this year, all my handmade clothes have just been fitting so well that some of my older fast fashion clothes haven't been comfortable in, and I just haven't been wearing them as much. I still really like those green pants, and so I might modify them a little bit at some point. But until I do that, I decided to make the brown linen pants using of course, the Chanterelle pants pattern by Liberated. I've done all my pants using that pattern because it fits so well. I'm doing View A, which is it's a high rise and the extra wide leg pants, and they're just so comfortable. So I'm still in the process of sewing them. But here is, I don't know if it'll show up. I have done the pockets. It shows up a little bit. So this is the back pocket. It's brown on brown, a little hard to see. So I have done both of those pockets, and then here's the back of that. They recommend doing this little interfacing to make it more secure when you do this tack around. Again, it's hard to see, but right in here. So I have done the back pockets, and I have done the front pockets as well. Let's see if we can. So here's a front pant leg, and so that's what it'll look like from the front. This is, the hand goes in here. I did do some top stitching to make it, strong along there. And so the back looks like this. It's like a bag pocket, and it has I believe it's like a French seam bottom, so it's all nice and sealed up. So I believe the next step is sewing the legs together, and then the waistband, and then hemming, I believe. So I haven't had as much time as I would like. Tomorrow, I actually have a good afternoon free. So I'm hoping I can make some progress on those. But I'm really excited because I have a blue pair of these already in the same kind of linen rayon that I've talked about in my past 2 videos. And I really like it. In fact, I'm wearing those pants right now. They're so comfortable. And yeah, so I'm really excited to add a brown pair of pants, homemade pants, into my wardrobe. So I have some beautiful sweaters here. I did not make these. In fact, these have been in our family for a really long time. I believe this top one and bottom one belonged to my grandma. And I think this middle one was my dad's. And they were passed down to my sister and I. And we live in California. It doesn't get very cold here. So the need for wool sweaters, we just didn't have a need for them, or at least we didn't feel like we did at the time. So we packed them away. And last month, my sister gave me this one. And I saw it at her house and I was just like, oh my gosh, you know, you're not getting rid of that, are you? And she's like, no, do you want it? I said, absolutely. So it reminded me of the 2 sweaters I was given. So I pulled those out that I had been storing, and I was just like amazed at these beautiful sweaters that we've just been hanging on to. And as I'm at this point in my life where I'm just appreciating things like this more, things that are handmade, things that are made from more natural materials. So I would definitely wear these. Now, my sister and I, we have been storing them properly, but I think in prior years, I don't think they had been. And so there was quite a bit of holes from moths. And so I decided to do some visible mending. I have to admit, I was very nervous about that because I had never done that before. And these sweaters are so precious. But I went for it, and I'm actually really pleased. I'm really happy with the way it came out. So the visible mending that I did was like a little patch style. So kind of like this. So it's where you find wherever the hole is, and then you stitch all the way around, getting every single stitch. That way the hole doesn't spread. And then you work your way one way and then weave in the other way. I'll show some video of that too. I don't know, it's hard to see, but it's almost like this little like back and forth waffle weave. And I don't have a darning mushroom, but I think that I tried this on and it wasn't, a lot of these were not on, you know, really stretchy areas. I think they look really sweet. I know visible mending isn't for everyone, but I just think it just gives it this very sweet, added handmade look to it. So that's this sweater, and there is a tag on here. So this was not necessarily handmade by my family, but bought in Norway. And worn for many, many years before it was eventually passed down. I thought, it's funny, when I was looking for these, I thought that they were handmade by my family, but I guess they had been bought. And this one, the tag has been taken out, so I don't know. This one, I still have one more place to mend. This one had a lot of holes. So I decided to use a color that was fairly similar. So it could still have that visible mending look, but here you can see some of the patches. There we go. Can you see? This one's definitely, it's got more all over it. There was some, yeah, there was some up here too. But I did that same technique where it's like that little waffle style. And it seems to make it really secure. I like this sweater too because the buttons are so cute. They're little, can you see? Little cabins, like little cabins in the woods. I thought that was a really neat detail. So I don't know if this is machine made or handmade, but just the fact that it, you know, my dad used to wear this, so I'll wear it too. And then the last one I think is my favorite. It's just a very classic. I still actually have quite a bit of mending on this one, so I'm going to be careful, but I'm just going to show you this one. So see, I marked, try to hold the stitches. This one had quite a big hole on the front, and I decided to be brave and use do something a little bit different. So I end up doing this little heart in red. Again, I was a little nervous about doing that, but it turned out so well. You see? And I just think it turned out so sweet. I think the red on there just gives it that very classic Scandinavian look. And then the other holes on here, this is the only part I'm gonna do red. The other parts I'm gonna do in just a gray wool. And this might be hard to see on here, but it actually matches up perfectly. So I will do the rest in that. But yeah, you know, mending sweaters like this, I was a little nervous, but I'm pleased at how they turned out. And yeah, so I'm gonna continue working on those, and I won't try these two on, I won't try on these right now because they still have holes in them I need to mend, but I will show you, show myself wearing this one because this one's done. I finished my crochet socks. I love them. They turned out really well. I was wearing them around the house yesterday. I haven't washed them yet, so the stitches are a lot more defined right now. These are crochet and done in a wool with a little bit of nylon blend. And they turned out really well for, you know, crochet socks. And once I wash these, they'll get softer and fuzzier. I have another pair that I made, and you can't really feel these stitches. I could a little bit yesterday, but once it's washed and gets kind of like fuzzier, it gets softer. But yeah, I'm excited. So now I have two pairs. The other pair is more of in like blues and purples. This one's more like greens and browns. So I was excited to have another pair of socks. The other thing that I've been working on originally was going to be a scarf. So I've been talking about, I've been learning how to knit, and it's, you know, learning is still a work in progress. I found this really pretty yarn at Michael's. This colorway here, it is this one right here. The colorway I believe is called Boundless, and it just had all those colors that go with my wardrobe. And this is an acrylic wool blend. I wanted something that wasn't like a super expensive wool, because I'm still learning and still making a lot of mistakes. So this has definitely been a learning piece. I've made a lot of mistakes, but I have a book that's helping me to like correct them. I seem to drop stitches a lot. It always surprises me, because as I go along, I think I'm catching every single one. But then, you know, I look and then there's a dropped one. So I've been figuring out how to do that. There is a big mistake somewhere in here, because when I picked up my work, I picked it up the wrong way and started. And so I had to fix that, but it was, you know, I think it's somewhere in here. It's like the stitches end up being a little bit tighter the way I had to fix them. But I really love the way that these colors are turning out. And part of me, I'm not sure if I just want to keep having this be a scarf or just do a really simple pullover sweater. I don't know if I'm quite ready for that, but I love this yarn so much, and it just goes with so much in my wardrobe. I thought maybe having a pullover sweater, maybe this, I think the stripes would be that way if I was wearing a sweater. So I don't know. Haven't decided if I want to continue with this or turn it into a simple sweater, but so far so good. I do like the size of this yarn. I believe it's like a 5, so chunkier. And then I'm using, I think these are 5.5s or 6s. I can't remember what this is. I guess I could look. Oh, it's a 6. I like I don't know. I like it. So for future projects, I probably will either continue that last project as a scarf, or maybe just find a really simple pullover sweater version. Whatever I decide, I will share in my December video. But the next big project that I am really excited to start is the Hinterland dress by Liberated. And that's probably one of the first dresses I saw by them. And I've made so many of their patterns, but I just haven't gotten to that one yet. And I love wearing their petrichor pinafore. I wear it all the time. And so I think I could really benefit from another pinafore style dress, because I would layer it during the winter and then maybe wear it more like a sundress in the summertime. So I'm thinking of making the Hinterland dress without sleeves. I've already ordered a linen fabric. I was hoping it would be here by now, but it should be arriving either later today or tomorrow, hopefully. It is a dark olive green linen. And I think that will be a really nice neutral that will go with hopefully most things in my wardrobe. So I'm really excited to finally get to do that pattern. Hi, I was just about to make the finishing touches on my video when I got a notification that my fabric arrived, the green fabric for the Hinterland dress. So I wanted to show you. Oh, can you see it? I got a green linen, and I'm really pleased with how it looks. It's just a very nice, cool olive green. So I think that that is going to make a really nice Hinterland dress. So I'm very excited about that. They also sent me, let's see if I can get it, a little sample of other fabrics that they have. So that's nice. It took a little bit of a while to get here, but it looks like really good quality linen, and that's what the reviews said. A lot of the people said that they were really pleased with the quality of linen. So I just wanted to share that with you. All right. As far as any other projects, I mean, I'm gonna finish the brown Chanterelle pants and probably just kind of keep it simple through the rest till the end of this year, because I actually do have some Christmas gifts that I would like to work on, and I haven't quite decided. Probably scarves or hats, and I do have some yarn. So again, I'll probably share that in my December video, making Christmas gifts. So I think that is it for today. Oh, one last thing before I forget. In my last video, I talked about this shirt. This is the Strata top in a linen, and I had only been wearing it not layered. And it's so nice and breezy and breathable. And I am able to layer a long sleeve under it. And that has just been great. I wasn't sure if it'd be too tight, but it's definitely not too tight. And it was funny because this blue goes with this blue one. And then I also have this in a brown check with a brown shirt. And when I was putting together my autumn wardrobe, I didn't even plan for those to like go together, but I'm really pleased that they do. So it's just been nice to have that extra layer, and it works out really well. So yeah. Thank you so much for being here. I am so glad you were able to join me today, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want, leave a comment. I love to read through them and see. I love to get your advice or just anything you want to say about any of these projects. I would love to know what you are working on. Let me know what is keeping you cozy this autumn season. And I will hope to see you next time in my next video. Thank you so much. Bye.